Black Filipino, bump the track, we know. If you like this, then donate a C-No.
I love this. This is amazing. Okay. Hopefully you can see me. Oh, you can't see the full scope of amazingness. Let me adjust this camera. Hold on. You might see my infrared station. Okay, now you don't. So great. Look at how cute. Can you see me? What type of lights are on? Does that help? Maybe not. Oh, you can. Oh, look. She's so cute. So this top and this dress that I got 100 years ago for like, I don't know, at a thrift store or something. And it's too long. So as a normal human being, I can't wear it. But when I wear my stats, she fits. Oh, and then the finishing touch. Hello? Would you like some candy? No witches were harmed in the filming of this.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
What's up, Chocolumpia Lessons Tribe? It is Chocolumpia of Chocolumpia Lessons, and we are going to do a spooky story time and stretch. I've got some music in the background. Oh, you can't see because of my hat. Okay. Anyways. Wait, I want you to see this whole thing. Okay, we'll go over it into the space. Those are my knees. Oh, that's my toes. Knees and toes cracking. Oh, that's my hat. I don't think you can see it even, but look at that cute little pumpkin. Ah. Oh my God, okay, bye. Okay, this is very flammable. Oh, spooky. Hello. How are you? You can't see all of my pumpkins, so I'm gonna show you those because the setup is real cute and we wanna make sure that you see it. Hold on, let me adjust, but I have candles everywhere. Oh, actually, can I move this closer? You'll see less of, oh, okay. Angles, right? That's what we're famous for here. All right. Yes, I've got to be aware of that candle too, because I don't want a Michael Jackson situation. I know, listen, white contact. White contact. It's weird when you pronounce the T at the end. Black contact. Yeah. And I believe that this is moonstone. I might be wrong. I can't remember, but very witchy. Okay, it's a real cute outfit you saw earlier. I'll post the video so that you can see, because this is the theme for tonight. It's spooky. Lots of orange and black. Okay. I just gave out some candy. It was fun. Kids are real cute, but I also have a migraine. And, you know, so to help that, because I've been putting this, let's just be real, okay? We'll get just right to it. It's been a crazy month. And I love this month. October is my favorite month, one of my favorite months, probably my favorite month of the year. And it started off a little bit rough. If you listen to my podcast, Chocolumpia Lessons, on Spotify and Anchor and Apple Podcast, anywhere platforms are available, anywhere podcasts are available, you can find me there, Chocolumpia Lessons. And I just did an episode on Wednesday, a couple days ago. It's No Fucks Given Friday today, and we're gonna go for it. I've been putting it off. This is what my goal was initially, was for every Friday or Saturday of this month, I was going to do a recording with a spooky season theme, and that didn't happen. But you know what? We're not gonna beat ourselves up about it. We're here today, and when I say we, I mean I and you watching, because it's a team effort, right? So thank you. If you're a returning Chocolumpia Lessons tribe member, thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome, and subscribe, because it's fun here. We're weird. It's all kinds of stuff. I share life lessons from my perspective and my life's experiences, and I try to share them so that anyone can either relate or just feel like maybe they're not alone or learn something, And I try to spin it in a funny way or just a relatable way. And sometimes that's not necessarily successful, and that's okay, So here we are. To help with the migraine that I have, I'm using my So Eden Soothe, non-spons, but I am an affiliate. So the link that's in my description will kick back a little bit of change to me if you purchase using my code Chocolumpia. Chocolumpia. I'll put it here in case you don't know how to spell it, because whenever I do closed captions on YouTube, it says Choc Olympia, and that's not what I'm saying. Choco Lumpia. Yeah? I don't know if I'm gonna wear this hat the whole time. We're gonna stretch today. That's the point of today. We're gonna stretch and do a scary time share. Not share as in, if I could turn back time, share as in I'm sharing with you a scary story. I have lots of scary stories I could share with you. I'm not really sure which one I want to share with you. I should have thought of that ahead of time, but of course, like I said, October has been crazy, So I'm just happy that I made it. You know what I mean? Take your pick, But first, I'm in a dress, so I'm gonna change into shorts real quick. I'm probably gonna keep the rest of this outfit going because I'm really loving my Stevie Nicks and formation Beyonce vibe. That's not even what I was going for today. I just wanted to be witchy woo woo and use my contacts because I like to creep people out. And so here we are. Okay, be right back, and I'm gonna change in a flash. 1, 2, 3. All right, so not much changed. I just put shorts on so that it's not offensive, or whatever. I don't know. Offensive to who? So the world, okay? We're gonna stretch, and I'm gonna tell you scary stories. I was gonna have this be an ASMR thing, but I also don't wanna burn with all of the chiffon and lace and things that I have on. It's very flammable, okay? So, I could whisper if you want that for ASMR. Let's just do that right now in case that's your thing. There's a motorcycle ASMR. There's always a fucking motorcycle whenever I decide to record. I don't know why, whether it's my podcast or my YouTube channel. My eyelashes, I want to take them off because I've had them on for a long time. Today, it's okay because you can't even see them. Oh, let's take the hat off. Okay, but look, feathers. I know, it's really dark, but it's the vibe. It's the whole vibe, Okay. Put that there. You guys let me know if it starts burning or if the set is on fire. I know there's no way you can. The camera keeps Okay, you know what? I can't do this. Is too much. It's too much. Okay, so we're gonna go soles of the feet together, knees to the side. I'm wearing shorts. You can't see my legs even, but it's fine. Okay, so we're stretching. We're gonna rock a few times, make sure we're right on top of our sit bones, wiggle the knees, open up the hips. Now, if this is really uncomfortable, just do what you can. You might not have your, hands on your ankles or whatever. Just try to sit as tall as you can and relax the legs. And as we stretch, I'm gonna tell you scary stories, but we're gonna keep it short because, like I said, for some reason my camera keeps dying. So, I could tell you a scary story about how, like, a guy that I dated used to live with his ex-stepdaughter. Scary. I could tell you a story about how his ex-girlfriend or current girlfriend started following me on all of my social medias recently. Why? I don't know. Also scary. Yeah, girl, I saw all that. I could tell you about... Oh, I have a story. Okay. It's not necessarily scary, but when I thought about it after the fact, then it was creepy. It was creepy at the time, but I was also not quite awake enough for it, and I was kind of irritated because it happened really early in the morning. Okay, so last week, I think it was last week, I'm sleeping. But for some reason, I wake up at 2:22 in the morning, and then I wake up again at 4:44 a.m., right? And I was gonna wake up at 6:30 anyway to get ready for work, but I wake up to the sound of the fire alarm. So I'm thinking, I gotta get clothes on, and then I need to go outside because shit's on fire, right? That's your first thought when you hear the fire alarm. So I wake myself up. First of all, I'm like, what is that sound? Because it's not familiar, but it's loud, like uncomfortable loud. I check my phone, I grab my shoes. Actually, I open the door to see what's going on outside. Do I see flames? No. Okay, so I close the door. And then I don't smell anything, like nothing's on fire. So I put pants on, and then I put a robe on because, you don't want to be in a fire not with clothes on. Okay, so from here, I'm just gonna stretch my left leg out to the side. Right now, it looks like a Nike just do it check mark sign, okay? And I'm gonna make sure my dress doesn't come down. I'm gonna take my right arm and reach over to my left leg that's out. Can you even see? Hold on, let me see if I can. I know that's really dark. Again, I have shorts on. I'm reaching my arm over. So there's this nice stretch that's happening here, okay? I'm gonna bring this back up. Sorry about my hand, hi. Okay, so I go outside and there's no one else outside. It's just me. So I'm like, great. What the hell is going on? Am I tripping? Am I really awake? What's happening? Is this a sleep paralysis dream? What's going on? Then I see my neighbor and I go, what happened? And mind you, this is like 4:55 in the morning now. And luckily or not luckily, I don't know, I'm able to wake up really fast and be very aware once I wake up. I'm not like a groggy, like I'm just ready. When I wake up, game on. What are we doing? Why are we up this early? Why is the fire alarm going off? So I ask him what happened, and he's, my neighbor, bless him, right? Come up and then take it forward. So the legs are still the same. If your other leg is starting to fall asleep, you can always switch out, but we're gonna switch in a second. I just wanna make sure that you take a forward stretch here. So my legs are the same. I'm taking my elbows down if I can reach, or just hands out in front, okay? Then he's like, I don't know. Someone pulled the fire alarm. And I'm like, who the fuck is gonna pull the fire alarm? Like who, what, why? Who's pulling the fire alarm at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4, 5 o'clock, whatever. And he's like, I saw someone sitting on my front patio. And I'm like, okay, well, that's weird, right? Meanwhile, the alarm is going off. It's really extremely loud. Switch your legs. Oh, and just take this here. We're just gonna adjust. So now my right leg is out, my left leg is bent. It's like the Nike swoosh sign, but it's switched. He's like, I saw someone sitting on my front patio, and then they pulled the fire alarm. And I'm like, why would anyone do that? Like, I don't understand what that means. So I'm trying to call non-emergency. Non-emergency is like, we open at 9 a.m. I'm all, okay, great. So conveniently, this non-emergency wasn't happening at 9 a.m. It was happening at 5 o'clock in the morning. And it's so loud, and you're just trying to think really fast. Meanwhile, my neighbor, who doesn't know what to do, he's like, who should I call? Should I call? And I'm like, yo, we need to call either the fire department now, or if non-emergency is not answering, which is what is happening, then we're gonna have to call the cops, call 911 to get them to come. And obviously nothing's on fire, but we can't just turn off the fire alarm. The fire department has to assess everything, and then they have to do it. So I am the one that is like the most reasonable at this hour, and I'm the one that ends up calling and getting the fire department to come out. It's like, it was a long day ahead of me. Like, I already knew that this day was gonna be really long. So I was like, oh my God, why do I have to manage everybody? Can I just sleep? Like, what? And he just didn't know what to do. Left arm, take it up and over to your right leg. So now we're getting this stretch here. So it just kind of blew my mind, because I'm like, you are a grown-ass man, right? A grown-ass man. What do you mean you don't know who to call? Okay, so I'm handling it for him, right? Fire department comes. They ask what happens. I'm explaining it to the fire department. And they're like, oh, okay, well, they look around, they see nothing's on fire. They look at the fire alarm that was pulled, and they ask my neighbor what happened. He says the same thing. He's like, well, I was having my coffee. Mind you, it's like it's early, but I guess he works early, so that's what he was saying. So he's like, I was having my coffee. I was sitting at the dining table, and I saw someone sitting on my patio, and then they pulled the fire alarm, and then they walked off. And I was like, you didn't see what they looked like. You didn't, it's not someone you didn't see where they went after. Did they leave the premises? Like, what? Just not helpful at all. Had no idea what was going on. So the fire department's like, well, that's a really weird prank to pull in the morning. Like, what purpose does that serve at all? Go ahead and come back to center. So then everything's fine, and I go back. I can't even go back to sleep, because I'm basically supposed to be getting up in a little bit anyway. So I just end up making coffee and staying up and getting ready. But then I started thinking about it afterwards. I was like, wait, who would just be around at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then decide to pull a fire alarm and be like, that's a fun prank? It's just odd. And he's not the type of person who I would think would have people just wanting to do mean things like that to him as a joke, you know? So then I started to think, oh my gosh, go ahead and bring your legs back together to soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. So I'm like this Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Wiggle your knees. I'm like, maybe it's a ghost. Like maybe it was someone who used to live here, who was hanging out and just wanted to do some kind of a weird prank. I don't know. Who knows? What a weird thing to do though. But I guess if I was a ghost, I would probably do stuff like that too. Like just to have something to do, you know? Like what are you gonna do when you're a ghost? Except prank people all the time. Earlier when I was at work today, that space has like some haunted-ish things. Not in a bad way, but I can just kind of feel that there's energy there. And I found out recently that close by, there's a parking lot or a park where they like moved the cemetery and just kind of built over it, which is so weird to me. I mean, I get like at some point, I guess that has to happen because of space, right? But it's also like feels disrespectful to me and weird also. And I've been to this area before many times and never knew that. And so it just kind of made things make sense a little bit. Very strange. So I hooked the front door onto a little latch to open the door. And the hook, it's a hook, so it goes down like this, right? Here's the hole, me explaining a hook. Here's the hole, the hook latch goes into the hole and you can't move it, right? Unless someone comes by and pushes this up to lift it and then the door can close. So I latch it, I go inside, and then the door slowly starts to close. And I'm like, wait a minute, how? Because there's no way the latch is like this. There's no way it's gonna go up, you know? Ghost activity. I don't know, I can't explain it. Now, listen, as long as everybody's nice, you know, just be cool. Don't be like uncool, just be cool. Okay? So, I have so many more ghost stories, so if I am able to do another one of these, I would like to. I know that October is almost over, and I'm sorry that it took me so long to have the energy to record and share. I feel like this is random, but I wanted to share something that was at least in the theme of October and spooky season. I'll show you my setup in a second. It's very cute. I mean, it's very goth. Southern Gothic. It's an aesthetic. It's really, I mean, it's this. This is the aesthetic. It's like, what's the name of the witch in Coven? Angela Bassett's witch, I think. Anyway, it's very, you know, yeah. It's very sipping a hot toddy on your patio, listening to the rain and being witchy woo-woo. I don't know, you guys, you know, I don't know. But anyways, stretch your legs or slowly come out of it. You can squeeze the legs together. Oh, take them out in front of you. So now you're just sitting with your legs straight. You could shake them out. Okay, I thought that candle went out. You know what they say about candles that just go out on their own. That's usually a bad sign. Inhale, arms reach up. Oh, this feels nice. And then take your arms over This is not about getting your torso to your thighs. Keep your legs straight. If you need to be up here and you feel that in the hamstrings and in your low back, then that's amazing and great. Just wherever you can feel this forward stretch. This is your Paschimottanasana if you're, practicing yoga. Otherwise, your legs are straight. You're trying to let the upper body fold forward. You can let your head go. I like to think of the top of the head reaching towards the toes. So you're not just like rounding the back. You're trying to lengthen the spine and get that length and that stretch. Oh, it should feel really nice. Don't bounce. Just hold. And slowly roll up. Let your head be last. And that is the end of our spooky time and stretch session. It's a real quick little feel good stretchy stretch. That story is not like scary. It's just more spooky, Spooky and creepy. Oh, look at how cute this is. Look at how cute. This, I scared a couple of people with this eyeball. People don't want to look at it. They feel like really uncomfortable. They're like, I don't want to look at your weird eye. I'm like, why not? What if this was what my eye looked like? I kind of dig it, White eye, black eye. It's black, it's white. Dun, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, copyright. Okay, let's go. Thank you for joining me for Spooktober, spooky time and stretch. Mwah.